Hello viewers, I'm Huey Sargent with this NSC special report, and I'm here at the Bede Maddens Heights pump house where Public Works Department, Water Department staff and LEFCO as well as Bede staff are here trying to restore the normal water supply here in Nevis. Spoke to Minister Liebert and Dr. Ernie Stapleton, who is the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Communication Works and Public Utilities, about what's happening here at the Bede pump house in Maddens. I'm here with Minister Troy Liebert and PS Ernie Stapleton, and we're at the Bede Maddens Heights pumping station where it seems like they're trying to replace a pump again. What's going on, Minister Liebert?
Thank you very much. We're here at the Bede Maddens Heights pumping station, and as you're all aware, we have been having some challenges here on Nevis with the delivery of water, and this pumping station is the pumping station that is the culprit. This is what has been causing most of the problem here on the island. It is the single largest producing well on the island of Nevis, and we had a failure of the pump that sat in that well last year September. Since that, the NIA stepped in to provide a temporary replacement pump, but we are here today to remove the temporary replacement and to place the newly received Bede pump that is going to be pumping water. Hopefully, when we would have concluded this, the well would be back to producing the full amount of water, and in a few days we should have the situation on Nevis, the water situation on Nevis, levelized, and people would be back to having 24/7 regular full water. We are very hopeful that what we're doing here today is going to be successful. The staff of the water department and other staff within the ministry, they are being bolstered by some guys from Public Works today. They have been here since before dawn, before 6 a.m. this morning. They started doing the work. As you can see, it's a very involved process. We expect to be here until sundown today, but hopefully once we are successful, we would have the water situation under control here in Nevis.
So as you can see behind us, we have the staff of the water department working along with a private company, LEFCO, in terms of that equipment to pull the pump, along with some additional guys from the Public Works Department. We have been in collaboration and communication with Bede from the very moment of the situation up until now, and that is why you see our staff behind here. We have been talking to them to ensure that water is restored to the people of Nevis, and that is why we don't mind using our own staff who has the skill already in terms of putting in and pulling the pump to restore water for the people of Nevis. I want to say though that when the water is restored, I would like to make an appeal to the public that we should make every effort to conserve water in Nevis, because as you can see, it's a very expensive venture in terms of the pumps, and also in terms of the maintenance and the procurement of the sources of water. So we should really make an effort to practice water conservation. I also would like to thank the public so far for being very patient with us, and as you can see, the staff at Public Works Department, Water Department and the ministry, with the strong support of the minister here, we are working really hard to ensure that water is restored as soon as possible.
And that was Dr. Ernie Stapleton, the Permanent Secretary. It took workers approximately 4 hours to retrieve the old pump, and they started at approximately 6 a.m. and it was up to our time just after 11 when they retrieved the pump. Jerome Pinney, the water production specialist attached to the water department, explained the pieces of equipment that were going to be inserted into the bore.
What we have here is an electrical submersible pump. This is a motor. It's a 100 horsepower motor. And we have here the pump. Actually, this will drive the impellers in the pump and gives you that flow and the head where it's going to pump to. This motor was originally designed for the well, but the well itself is an 8-inch casing, and this is almost 8 inches. And when you string the wires alongside this, it was unable to pass into the 8-inch well. So what we have here now is a 6-inch pump on the 100 horsepower motor, which should give us exactly what we want, up to maybe about 300 gallons a minute.
And certainly that's some very good news. And once again, congratulations to all of the persons who's worked so hard to have water back in the households of many of our residents here in Nevis. I'm Huey Sargent reporting for the Nevis Newscast.